Get your week 3 betting lines right here at the Voice of College Football, courtesy Steve Merrill from Rager Talk. And Steve joins us each and every week to look at the 3 biggest games on the national scale. Steve, we appreciate you stopping by. Everybody join Steve at Wager Talk for Major League Baseball, the NBA, college football, and of course the NFL as well. All right. Noon Eastern time, Oklahoma, Nebraska. A lot of intangibles involved here with Brent Venables going on the road for the first time. And of course, the Nebraska coaching transition. So Oklahoma, an 11-point favorite on the road in Lincoln.
Yeah, really interesting opening numbers. You always have to be careful when you say what the true opening line was because it varies from different sports books. But last Saturday, really before the teams had played, DraftKings actually had a lineup at -9 is what it was looking like, Oklahoma. But then on Sunday afternoon, after the Saturday games had taken place, some of the Las Vegas sports books like Caesars and Circa had -16, -17 for their first numbers. And a lot of other spots were like DraftKings was up to 13 or 14. I mentioned that because it's now 11. As we're heading into Thursday, Friday, it's now -11 across the board. But this line has really jumped around from what it might have been. Coaching change, a lot of turmoil, obviously, with Nebraska. So I look at my power rating still. It makes Nebraska only a 9-point dog. So I do think the line is still a little bit high. Mark, in professional sports, one of my favorite angles of all, in baseball, we've seen it a couple times this year when teams have a different manager. They go on a little bit of a run. We see it in the NBA, NHL. Not as much maybe in the NFL, but the daily sports like baseball, basketball, and hockey, it works extremely well. And that's why they do it. That's why teams fire their manager mid-season. Football's a little different, especially college sports, because unlike the pros, these aren't all college all-stars. There's more of a level playing field in the pros. Even the best and worst teams still have great players. I think there's no question Oklahoma's the more talented squad here. So we'll see if Nebraska gets a little bit of a spark, if they start playing up to the potential after a 1-2 start. This is a team that, of course, had a high-scoring loss last week against Georgia Southern, a back-and-forth 45-42 loss as a 24-point favorite. That's the type of loss that can often leave you a little bit flat, especially against a good opponent. But you would figure Nebraska is going to be focused for this game. And if looking at my power ratings as any indicator, I do think the line is still a little bit high at +11.
Yeah, psychologically, on the flip side, Nebraska has been weighted down heavily about the Scott Frost just controversy, bad coaching decisions, him being on the hot seat now for more than just this season, and maybe that's a relief to the players, and they'll be able to cut it loose and take on that us against the world mentality.